So we woke up at Pilot Mound all packed up and with nowhere to go. So we checked online, and luckily we found somebody who had responded to a couch surfing request that we had posted. And we called this guy up, and he was from Duluth, so it looked like clearly we were headed through the States to get to Sudbury rather than going through the Canadian Shield. But we really wanted to go through the Canadian Shield, so we were for sure going to go on the way back.
And we had a wonderful host, Jonathan, who greeted us with open arms. He went to the university there in Duluth, and he was the garden coordinator, and he taught the professors there gardening skills. And as well, they would use all of the stuff from the garden to cook in the cafeteria there. So that sort of fit in nicely with the trip we were doing. And then we headed towards Sudbury, and we stopped in Sault Ste. Marie, right on the Canadian-US border in Canada, and we stayed with a nice family there.
Another couch surfer.
Another couch surfing.
Thank you, couch surfing. And then we head to Sudbury, and we stayed with the Framptons, Chris and Anne Frampton, who I love. They are my cousin's partner's parents, and they were one of the first people that were supported the tour and booked a show, so they had a couple weeks to plan it, and they hosted a big show at their place. They are regular folk festival volunteers and know so much about local music and Canadian folk music.
From Sudbury, we jumped in a lake really quickly, and then we headed off to Havelock.
With my friend Emily, an amazing artist, was staying for the summer, and so we got invited to hang out at her cottage there. And there we made, she made the sign for us, which became the Wheelie Slow Cooking Tours sign. We took it off of a barn that was abandoned and built in 1899. And this is the original wood, and on the back she has written, "Follow your dreams, for it will always lead you to your earthly delights in paradise. Love, Emily."
Thanks, Emily.
Thanks, Emily. We had no plans to visit a farm in Havelock, but Emily's next door neighbor was this lovely lady named Susan. And she got word of what we were doing and invited us over.
My mom's a herbalist, and so a lot of the stuff I just sort of learned from her, and I'm always on the phone and, how do I do this? How do I do lots of St. John's wort oil and tincture.
And what's St. John's wort good for?
It is mostly, people take it for depression. It's like it's a bit of a mood regulator. It kind of cheers you up a little bit. Mm-hmm. I use the St. John's wort oil. Is also really good for if you've got any nerve damage or sore muscles. It's a great massage oil. The other one that I do a lot of is Wild Dega, and again it's a mood regulator. Mm-hmm. It's actually African pot. Oh. And so yeah. So if you can't sleep, you do a little bit of, like, take a teaspoon of Wild Dega, do a little Wild Dega, take a spoonful of Wild Dega, and it helps you sleep. And the nice thing about Wild Dega is you actually you still dream with it. Whereas a lot of things that you take to help you sleep, you'll stop dreaming. Mm-hmm. None of it's addictive, right? Whereas, like, I know lots of people that are on, Prozac or whatever, like different antidepressants, and it's horribly addictive, and it's awful to watch people trying to get off of them. I think the reason that plants are really nice is because they support lots of different systems at the same time. Mm-hmm. So, like the St. John's wort, it's really good for your liver. And and it increases your dopamine levels. So what's happening? Are you feeling better because your dopamine levels have increased, or are you feeling better because your liver's working better?
Right.
Mm-hmm. So that's the thing about the plants, is that they've got so many different components to them, and they're all healing, right? Mm-hmm. Not to mention the prayer that goes into making them, right?
The prayer.
Yeah. Yeah, absolutely. When you're picking and you say thank you to the plants.
So she taught us a lot about how to heal with them and how to brew up these sort of potions, and also about cooking, especially cooking recipes for her son who has celiac, but very severe celiac. So she definitely has...
he has a lot of food allergies.
Yeah.
And actually a lot of people we talked to on the trip have severe food allergies or had some form of food allergies. And I know even I have had food allergies. And we talked to a lot of people about why that might be. Why are people starting to develop food intolerances?
And it's not surprising with what's in our food, what's in processed food, a lot of food that's readily available. I mean, I don't know anyone who doesn't have a sensitivity or, digestion issues sometimes. Like,
it's starting to be the norm when it's not normal to have those types of allergies to the things that you're eating all the time.
Another reason to eat
healthy food.
Pure of the earth, it's of the greatest
food.
worth.
And then from there...
What did we do?
I don't remember. To be continued.
Stay tuned.